Just graduated from university with a BA in HR and I still live with my parents. I was really excited to get into the workforce and start my career and be able to move out. I had applied to many different jobs, but none of them were really what I was looking for. One day, I was at work and I received an email notification with the job title Human Relations Coordinator. So I looked around to see if there were any customers so that I could apply as soon as possible. The next day, I received a phone call saying, "You are selected for an interview." That day, I felt unstoppable. I thought to myself, I have great chances of getting the job. I am smart, motivated, and young. I was overwhelmed with joy. There I found myself at the interview, nervous but excited. I think I was about 20 minutes early because of all the excitement. I started rehearsing what I was going to say, like, "Hi, my name is Xavier," in different vocal tones. People must have thought I was crazy. I was the only one sitting for this interview. Then I thought to myself, whoa, I really have a chance at this job. Then I see a woman run in with her kids and sit down. I said to myself, why would you bring your kids to an interview? Then I looked at her again and saw what she was wearing and how exhausted she was. That's when it hit me. She must have had it rough. I remember putting my hands over my face and thinking really hard. Do I live this opportunity to help a complete stranger, or do I think of myself first and try to get this job? I sat in my hands for a few seconds and got up. I walked towards her with a smile and said to her, "Good luck, stay strong," and kept walking.
Xavier Martin?
You see, I didn't know whether she was going to get the job or not, but knowing that I had given her more of an opportunity made me feel amazing. The following year, I found myself at the same spot. It just comes to show that helping someone out actually pays off.
Hi everyone, how are you? Hope that you are having a great day. Today is an act of kindness, and we shared a video where this guy displayed an act of kindness, and it is so awesome to know that people are feeling the urge that they should be kind to another. Are you kind today? Is the question that we are being asked to everyone who's watching this live and also those who will be watching on the replay. Good morning to you, Raquel. Let's start this awesome conversation.
Yeah, good morning, Antonio. You really have a way of making the waterworks. I was over here like, oh my goodness, no, my makeup. So, man, what a wonderful way to begin a new day. What a wonderful day way to actually start with positivity, start with that sense of hope. So I'm very excited. Thank you so much for sharing that. I really appreciate it.
You're welcome. And good morning to you, Gabby. And today I would like Raquel, share with us a random act of kindness that you did for someone.
Oh my goodness. Well, it's one of those things where I do it in such on a daily basis that to me it's not really out of the norm to just be kind. It's innate in me, it's a natural thing. But I know a lot of people do struggle with that, Antonio, because they don't think that, anything that they do or that they go out of their way is actually kind. But I must say, being somebody's company, just being there for somebody, showing support, just offering that shoulder they can lean on, that listening ear. Those are the types of things that I enjoy. Just, you know why? Because it's not only you're lending the help, but you're also making sure that that person is okay. You're also building that bond with that individual, and just making that connection, whether it is momentarily or whether it's a lifetime, for a lifetime. So this weekend for sure, it was a very busy one for me regarding, social networking and in person. And so I see that one of my good friends, Gabe, he's actually on the live right now. So hi, Gabe. We had a fantastic weekend. He was a keynote speaker, and in one of the events, it was for Hope and Kindness. It was a rally, and it was amazing. It was put together by Andrea Sanchez, so I want to give her a shout out as well. And so Gabe was his first time speaking in public, so public speaker. And I wanted to show up. I wanted to show up and just support him. I know that it can be very intimidating to tackle a task like that. A lot of people, they have it, or they just feel that they don't. But at the end of the day, I just feel everybody has a story to share, and everybody has that in them, whether they're a storyteller, a professional, or not, whether they're seasoned or not. Everybody has that art of being able to tell their story. And I think Gabe went above and beyond what he thought he was psyching himself out for. He did it in such a natural way, because he chose to do it the way he feels more comfortable, just being himself, not dressing up, not living up to these standards that people put out there, in the sense of being a templatey. And he did it right, dressed in his own clothes, and wearing his hat, his signature hat. And you know what? The beautiful thing was that he was accepted just as he was. He was applauded. He was given thanks for sharing his story, for sharing his knowledge. And so I was very thankful and grateful to have been able to be a part of that. So I guess, if you're asking the question of, how were you kind in that? I believe just showing up for people, showing your support and unconditional love. It's one way that you can show up for somebody on a daily basis and show your kindness.
Yeah, definitely. Showing up is most important. And the thing about it is that once you are being repetitive of doing something, because I see Gabi, he does a lot of live streams, and despite that it might be virtual, but being repetitive doing that and then being in person talking is basically the same thing. It's just that one, you are seeing someone virtually, and the other, you are seeing someone physically. But if it is that you just take your mind and just try to focus it into that virtual space, you will flow, like if it is you are delivering a virtual live video on LinkedIn. So it's something that as time go by, once it is we practice, it will improve, and will become much better. And Tony Robbins said it best. What you practice in private, you'll be rewarded for in public. And Gabi, he was rewarded for in public in that face-to-face seminar. And kudos to you. So it's just to show you continue doing what you're doing, and eventually you will shoot off. The sky is the limit, and it's something really awesome to know. And my act of kindness is basically being able to help someone get a job opportunity, because this person, they didn't know how to go about formalizing their hard copy resume and also updating their LinkedIn profile in terms of the fully optimization. And I was able to help them. And when it is that they send the resume to the company, they immediately asked her for an interview. And she went the interview, and a week after, she got the opportunity. And it just goes to show you that when it is that you genuinely help someone, I didn't try to optimize her profile halfway or three-quarter way. I optimized her profile fully, and also helped her in terms of the keywords that she should put on her resume, because this is something that I tell everyone. HR, which is human resource, they look at certificates. Managing directors, CEOs, they look at figures. So you have to understand how it is that you are juggling your resume in terms of, yes, you have your certificates, but the keywords in terms of dollars and cents, and also the keywords in terms of the task that you did and the accomplishment that you achieved over the past time when you was working with different companies. These are the things that you have to formulate and put out there. So it's all about having that structure and being strategic when it is that you are putting out information on your resume and also on your LinkedIn profile specific to you and not generic, which some people tend to put a generic optimization for someone profile and not to their needs, their wants going forward. So it's something really awesome, and I must say that I really appreciate the fact that the opportunity arise for her, and right now she's in a much better place.
And that's wonderful. And I was going to interject, but and I was going to say, and that's the beauty of actually paying it forward. It's you are giving of yourself, right? You, Antonio, and your expertise, but you're also giving of your time. You're being extremely kind with her and walking her through, and not just leading her, and then leaving her hanging. And that happens a lot, unfortunately, on this platform. And so that's why I love the fact that you really don't hold back when you help, Antonio. I admire that about you because it's a way you give back. You learn this material of the years of expertise that you've had in sales, and you want to make sure that others succeed as well. I always like to say the sun comes out for everyone. It really does.
Yes.
There's enough
Mhm.
bread on the table for everyone. But a lot of people, unfortunately, don't see it like that, but I do. And I know
Mhm.
you do, and countless others out there do too. So I always want to say, just let's all rally around that kindness aspect, that giving aspect, because when you give fully, you get so much in return. Now, I believe a lot in karma. Like I said, it's like what you put out, you receive back in blessings 10 times fold. So don't hold back. So I applaud you definitely, Antonia, for going the extra step for that young lady.
Thank
And
you.
I'm sure that made a whole deal of a difference for her, a great deal of a difference for her. And she'll be forever grateful to you as, somebody who stepped up and really walked her through. So thank you
Yes.
for that.
You're welcome. And it's something really awesome. Look, Gabby says the way you give Antonio Prescott is great, and serving other from a place of kindness is incredible. Definitely, I believe in giving because at the end of the day, the source, which is our creator, he is a cheerful giver. So if we supposed to live divine like him, we supposed to be able to be a cheerful giver also. So at the end of the day, the more you give is the more that you receive. Some people feel that when it is that you give, they should get monetary value all the time. But sometimes when you give, the the thing that you receive could be longevity, meaning long life, meaning seeing your children grow up, then seeing your grandkids. And that is something that is priceless. They can't put a dollar figure to that. So not everything in life is all about money, money, money. But we know that we need money in order to purchase stuff, to be comfortable. But at the end of the day, life is priceless. And seeing your children grow up and seeing your grandkids, I know if you speak with any grandparent, they love their grandkids because that is something that they wish they urge to see, because life is very short. Today we could be here on this life, and then tomorrow we could just walk outside and a car could whoosh hit us and we die. Things do happen. But in life, we must be appreciative of the people that we are surrounding ourselves with, our support system. In life, you just need one person in order to, become that person that you want to become. And if it is that you have more than one, you have two, three, four within your quarter, you know how great of a person you could be. You could be so incredible that you could watch in the past and can't believe that you were there and you are presently here and seeing the challenges that you face. And they always say success is not about what you achieve, but it's the journey going up to the success. Because those sleepless nights, those days where you may be sleeping on the floor because you don't have necessary furniture, you don't have these things. Some people, when it is that you hear their biography, how it is that they was able to climb, and you want to know the only thing could make you reach to that pinnacle is God. because it's a miracle. It's definitely a miracle, because certain stories that would inspire you to become great. That's why, we have to always listen to biographies to inspire us. We don't need motivation, but we need inspiration, Raquel.
Absolutely, Anthony. I think you nailed it right there with that one.
Thank you.
It's one of those things that on a daily basis you have to get inspired, right? Even though every day I wake up with a purpose in mind. How can I contribute back to the world? How can I contribute back to somebody? How can I pay it forward? I feel I'm blessed because I have this heart that just wants to give, support, help as many people as I can. And that is the way I know I'm making it. A lot of people want to put a monetary value to it. Oh, when I make my first million or when I do that. No, to me, see that yes, it's a necessity. We got to pay bills. We got to live, right? I got two little
Hmm.
mouths to feed. But at the end of the day, my badge of honor is how many lives was I able to impact? How many people was I able to help? And that is what matters to me at the end of the day. And I want to be able to, I'm a digital, people say she was a great lady. She was an
Hmm.
amazing human being as opposed to, oh, she had like 10,000 cars or whatever obscene amount of number, is. To me, that's not a reflection of the person. That's not a legacy to me. Yes, money is a commodity, but it
Hmm.
shouldn't be the priority for leading one's life. That's why I always default to lead with kindness and really wrap around your arms on love because it's needed. I'm gonna say that it's really essential, it's imperative. We must default back to kindness as a humanity, as a human beings, and just show that to one another. Collaborate, support one another. Just be kind. It doesn't really take that much. Just be
It,
kind.
it don't take that much at all, Raquel. And Gabby, happy belated birthday to you. And Gabby said, my birthday was a week ago, and as a gift to me, I asked others to do an act of kindness for someone else. The world needs more kindness. The world needs more kindness, and the world needs people to be genuinely kind, not in terms of to receive something for their kindness. And a lot of people are pretending to be kind just to receive that financial gain. And I would like to tell people right now, stop that, because what it is to gain the world and lose your soul, these are principles of life, and we tend to not look at it and say that is something of an old saying, but it's a saying that was old but still valid today. So if it is that we want to live a fruitful life, we want to live a longevity life, we need to be kind, but be kind out of the goodness of our heart, and not be kind in order to receive something of financial gain or receive something of return, right? We know also on LinkedIn, we see a lot of freebies being offered, but then with that freebie, it has something else now in return, which is that with this freebie that I'm giving you, you need to do this or you need to do that. It should be, look, this is my freebie, and no strings attached. That's for you,
That's
and
awesome.
go your way. It's supposed to be like that, but everything it always have that meaning behind it. It's not just doing it out of that act of kindness. So we want to have a community of kind people, and we want kind people to form a chain reaction and bring in more kind people, and it will go down that straight line. So
Yes.
kindness is the key, and I will tell anyone that being kind, it would not hurt. It will just make you smile more. And the more you smile, is the better your heart pump, because it starts from within.
I absolutely. And in closing, I just want to say one last thing. A lot of people think that they can't make a difference, that, just them by themselves, one random act of kindness, they can't really make a difference. But you don't know who's watching out there. You never know.
Never.
Somebody's always watching your every move. And they're watching. It's like the pebble, right? The pebble effect. If you throw a pebble in a body of water, what does it do? It sends out ripples, right?
Hmm.
And those ripples continue expanding and moving on forward. So you never know your one random thought or thought of kindness or act of kindness that you can do. You don't know how many lives it can impact. You don't know the reach it can have. So just think about that for a second. One pebble
Yes.
in this humongous lake or body of water, whatever you would, say, just be kind. Just be
Just be
kind.
kind.
Yes,
Hmm.
just be kind.
Just
It
be
doesn't
kind.
take much.
And our message in closing is just be kind. Thank you very much for those who watching the live, those on the replay. Type hashtag team replay so we'll know that it's you who watching us on the replay. Do have a great day and remember, be kind.